So you want the Apple Solo Loop for your Apple Watch Series 5 or older. Now either you can go and get it from Apple, or you can wait a couple weeks and get it for $5 on AliExpress compared to the $50 that Apple wants to charge you. In this video, I'll compare the two so you can make a decision on whether you should wait a couple weeks to get it in the mail from AliExpress or if you should get it straight from Apple. First thing you'll notice is that the Apple version of the Solo Loop comes in obviously great packaging. It is the original, it is from Apple, so you can always expect that. Let's go ahead and open it up. Tear there, let's see. Little pull. Oh. Has some directions on how to put it on. Obviously, again, packaged extremely well from Apple. Looks like there's a little tab here to pull it up. Beautiful. And there it is. Now they ran out of the black one. If I was gonna get the Apple version, I would definitely want the black one. But I only had the blue, so we have the blue here today. Let's put this to the side. Now, obviously it's very stretchy. Go ahead and put it on my Series 5 Apple Watch. You know what, now, quick note, they have this indent here which goes on the bottom side. Obviously, this particular size is 8. According to Apple's sizing chart, I would be an 8, so I purchased an 8. So let's go ahead and put it on here. Slides on just like that. Let's go ahead and put it on. Now actually, it's a little looser. I'm probably a size 7 actually, because these bands are supposed to stretch over time. So, I mean, well, because it's loose, I don't think it will stretch. But if they were a little bit more snug, it'll stretch over time. I could probably, if you can see that, go up, go down actually a size. Now let's take a look at the AliExpress version here. Obviously, cheap packaging. I mean, but it doesn't really matter. So there it is. Now, this one's a little... I bought 2 sizes when I did buy it from AliExpress because I wasn't sure what size I would be. So this is actually the small, and you can see how the small compares to the size 8. I do have what is a medium on AliExpress, and that's kind of how it compares to the 8 from Apple. It probably compares more so to a 7, I would think, than obviously the 8. It's a little shorter. But I will put the small aside and we'll take a look at the 8 or the medium. Same thing, great stretch to it. Let me see. I almost want to say that the Apple version is more stretchy? Yeah, it's actually about the same. It's hard to say. It's too close to say. Plus, I've been actually wearing this for 2 weeks or more, so it might be more stretched than fresh out of the package, like this small is, because the small is actually pretty stiff. Well, it's stiffer. Now, flipping it over, like I mentioned, this is what they're calling a medium, but on the inside it has an S instead of an M, whereas the Apple ones have the correct sizing. If you can see it there. All right, size 8, and this just has an S. I don't think it means anything because this is not a size small. This is the medium from AliExpress. Otherwise, overall, the build quality looks the same. One thing I do want to check is how well it sits in the Apple Watch Series 5. So there's a little bit of give with the original. It slides back and forth just a tad. And with the AliExpress version, you know what? The AliExpress version is actually, in my opinion, more snug and less sideways give than the original, which is a little surprising. But yeah, that's about it. Now with the AliExpress version, it only comes in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. Whereas the Apple version comes, I believe, in 9 or 12 different sizes. So if you really need a custom fit, you would probably go the Apple route. Mind you, it is $50 compared to $5. So you can literally get 10 of the AliExpress bands in different colors or sizes, whatever you need, compared to getting one. The build quality is, in my opinion, almost identical. It's crazy how similar they are. It's almost one for one. I will say, let's see here, the thickness, it's hard to tell, but the thickness of the band might be a little different. The AliExpress might be a little thinner width-wise than the original, but it's ever so slight that I mean, I don't think you'd ever notice. Like, we're talking about like millimeters, like not even 1 millimeter, well, maybe 1 millimeter, 1 or 2 millimeters. I can't put it on its edge to really check because of the nibs on the ends, but yeah, I do think it might be a millimeter or 2 thinner, but I mean, on your wrist you would never notice, and considering the price difference, I don't think it really matters. So that's that. So this is gonna go back to Apple because there's no way I'm paying 10 times more for basically the same product on my wrist. No one will know the difference. So that's great. So that's that. The Apple Watch Solo Loop bands, original, AliExpress knockoff, but I mean, you can't really call it a knockoff because it's nearly perfect. After wearing the AliExpress Solo Loop for a little over 2 weeks, I have to say that it works great, it fits great, it's extremely convenient. I mean, that's the Solo Loop in general, it's super convenient. I honestly, if someone gave me this and said it was the original, I wouldn't know any different. It performs, I think, just as well, if not better. Like I mentioned, the original actually had a little bit more give here than what I'm noticing. That might vary from band to band, but in my testing, I'm seeing that it's actually better. Now, this is the medium. On AliExpress, they come in small, medium, or large. When I first got it, it was a little snug. It's given out a little over the last 2 weeks. Now it fits great. Love how convenient it is to put on and obviously take off. It's super easy. I use a little dock for charging my watch, and previously with the strap, I'd have to actually strap it before I put it on, or else it wouldn't fit properly. With this, super simple, slide it on, slide it off. I probably never go back to a regular band, to be honest. And if you're looking for the exact same band that I purchased from AliExpress, then you can check the link in the bio or in the description. I've put it there for you if you want to get the exact same one. $5 compared to $50 from Apple, I think it's a no-brainer. Even if you have to wait 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks to get it, I think it's well worth the wait and the price savings. If you found this video useful, then I'd really appreciate you hitting that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for future reviews, and we'll see you on the next one.